And that means you gotta overcome that. You gotta rise above. You gotta beat their ass. You gotta show the rest of the world that you ain't no bitch. So if he only invited the most mentally challenged people, but didn't invite me, does that mean that I'm not mentally challenged enough for him to be in a video with, but I am mentally challenged enough for being dating material? Gwally! Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Makari Mansion and my slub channel. Please ignore what's going up in there in the Twitch chat right now. There's a bit of a rebellion happening, and I am not going to explain why. If you want to find out, join my Twitch streams and join the nonsense that happens with this bunch of miscreants. However, before we get into the actual video today, I do need to make a bit of a serious announcement. I am going to be moving house in the very near future, which means there might be a very small delay or a small absence of videos for a few days. It kind of depends how long it takes for me to move. I do have a string of videos that are ready to go just for the time it takes me to move, but just so you know, there might be a small interference with the general cadence of my content. Regardless of that fact, today is a day of all days where we get to watch a new Maxor video. And not just any Maxor video, because Maxor got a bunch of VTubers together to play the new Elden Ring Night Rain game, which I can only imagine is going to be chaotic as all hell. I'm only disappointed that he didn't come to me for it, because I would have made the video infinitely better. At least that's how I tell myself to try and sleep at night. Okay, so before we start this, I do have something I want to show you. Now, one of my friends has been at TwitchCon. I know, scary concept, you know, with all the things going on there. However, my friend ran into Maxor whilst he was at TwitchCon and sent me this.
Hi, Makari, it's Maxor, your friend, graciously came over here and got a recording of me saying hi to you, so hi! It's insane hearing about, like, somebody else, like another creator, reacting to me. It's nice to see you, hi.
So now Maxor knows of my existence, and I can only imagine the time is fleeting until the day Maxor turns up to one of my streams and realizes that saying hello to me was the worst mistake he could have made in his life. But with that existential dread looming, we need to get on and watch the video. So let's see what Maxor's been up to with I forced 16 VTubers to crash out in Soulslop. I gotta be honest, I played Night Rain maybe 5 times and then just stopped entirely. It's a good game, it's fine, but I can barely pay attention to the games I want to play for more than 5 minutes. I don't think I've got the wherewithal to put time into a game that basically requires me to replicate what scrotal torsion would feel like. But I'm sure the secondhand experience is going to be fine enough.
As a few of you might already be aware, I am a big fan of this game called Elden Ring.
Whoa!
Ladies, please attempt to form an orderly queue. And
What? Maxor? Being a fan of Elden Ring? What a novel concept! Who would have seen that coming? That's crazy! That's almost like me being into being neurodivergent. You would have never seen that coming.
yes, while it has been fun for the past few years getting chokeslammed to death by Mesmer the Impaler for the 15th time in a row, I couldn't help but look upon my 2,000 hours of gameplay.
I still haven't gotten to
and think,
Mesmer.
You know what's missing from this epic fantasy adventure?
Multiplayer.
Friend swap in Fortnite.
Woo!
I can't believe it. That's insane. This works out
Let's give
so
it up
well
for
for making a new
friends.
Maxor video. But don't let appearances fool you. What Elden Ring Night Rain actually ended up being for me was the perfect medium to facilitate e-dating on the internet.
You know, funny comment. The friend of mine who got that video was talking to Maxor a bit, and Maxor basically said to them something to the extent of, I don't know why, but my content seems to draw in an exorbitant amount of VTubers, and I'm not sure why.
And I am making this video to
It's probably
explain
because
exactly
as neurodivergent intelligence.
how that
Maxor
works.
is basically a glorified VTuber without the VTube model.
System. Because more than your skills at dodging, navigation, or maintaining a stable frame rate, absolutely none of that is going to matter if none of the boys have actually purchased the video game, which, as I am apparently told, is one of the requirements on the Steam store. You hate me.
I don't hate you, Max.
I am playing Night Rain by myself because you hate me. So, left with no other options to play this game with the boys, I was forced...
Oh, wow! So you mean... Oh, wow. You know, if anything, that just means any VTuber that joined him in this was a second choice. Man is so desperate to play Elden Ring games that he's willing to lower himself to the standard of acquiring VTubers as his personal bodyguards. Damn, if that doesn't show desperation, I don't know what does.
to call in the girls.
Yo, what's up? Scratched my balls this morning. I'm really sad about my wife leaving me, but it's okay because you know the NHL's coming back. I'll be good.
16 of the girls actually, and
I mean, let's face it, if there's one spectrum of an audience that will absolutely provide the most brain rot type of commentary, it is VTubers.
all of them are virtual YouTubers, which, if you didn't know, is basically when you make a career out of pretending to be a cartoon on the internet and your primary audience is usually very
we're not pretending to be cartoon characters on the internet. We really are real cartoon anime babes on we're really cartoon anime waifus, you know. We're not dealing with a psychosis. No, what's a psychosis? We're not delusional. Delusions would mean to have some illusions, and the only illusion I'm suffering from is that you didn't invite me to this!
Men. Also, if any of this seems at all unusual to you, don't worry. I don't know how this became my primary friend group either, but if I have to endure even one more second of white woman daycare, I am going to crash out and kill myself. It is unusual, and it's unusual for a reason. So with all that qualifying information...
Little bit of a insight, by the way. I do know 2 of my friends are in this, because I was in the stream when they were recording.
Finally out of the way, let me be the first one to show you why the most important skill to enjoy Elden Ring Night Reign is the ability to speak to women. Did I also mention that this game is really fucking hard? And why this funny Soulslop is the perfect place to torture random internet women to death. Also, random internet men sometimes.
I mean, let's face it, if they're VTubers, they're asking for some kind of torsion. You're just providing the medium of which to provide that torsion. That's all it is.
It's just that I happen to play with a lot of women due to the formation of the psychological complex. Also, I sell energy drinks now. They are 4 cents per serving, 10% off using the link in the description.
A delectable, delicious meal of slop for my brain.
Flavors like doggy style and
Maxor.
BBL. I do not know what kind of flavor Plowed and Proud is supposed to be, but I kind of want to buy it now. So before I get into the weeds of my personal experience with this game, you must first understand that Elden Ring Night Reign, Shadow of the entire Earth, because that is how nighttime works, is a game cooked up by 14 Japanese interns with a collective budget of 50 of God's own American cents and an engine that was glued together out of sandpaper and rocks.
So I think my problem with this game was I just didn't have, Okay, so story time. I was doing an Elden Ring challenge run where I was playing through the entire game with 1 vigor and chat having control of my character. I got through the entire game, the base game, and I got through the first 2 bosses of the DLC, and then chat forced me to delete my save. That was fine. I was willing to reprogress once because money. So I reprogressed over the course of 2 weeks all the way back up to the DLC. You know, 1 vigor playthroughs are hard. I got all the way back up to where I finished off last time, killed another boss for regression, and then they made me restart my game again, at which point I crashed out, I uninstalled the game, and I haven't touched it since. Which is probably why I have a bit of a stigmatism towards Elden Ring Night Reign. That, and I lack the friends to play it. Like and subscribe for existential dread.
See? All with the singular, indescribably important goal of making the ultimate high-stakes cooperation friend slop game that is so difficult and obtuse to run by yourself that it will effectively harass the Japanese population into making friends and one day procreating. Because the existence of the term friend slop implies the existence of a friend gem. Meaning, in short, that this game only had the budget for 8 original bosses and the entire rest.
You know what? Sure. Everybody in a friend slop game might be screaming in terror and agony, but deep down on the inside, they're enjoying that pain. They're enjoying the act of diabolically diminishing each other to a point where the psychological ramifications will only be construed by the act of having a therapist that will simultaneously also have a dire ramification of mental and scrotal torsion that imparts them into a level of psychological trauma that will send them to the psychiatric bin. Anyway,
to the opposing team is either directly copy and pasted slugs and old people from the previous game, which you may have heard about from the various videos of a famous YouTuber.
Whoa,
I had no idea
which content creator is that?
That's crazy. It's just like my
man. You know, I gotta be honest, if it wasn't for the fact that you got sexy witch lady with her tootsies out, I probably wouldn't have even given Night Reign a try to begin with.
Favorite game, Elden Ring,
sexy witch lady.
as well as giving you the opportunity to soy face the funniest reused assets that From Software could afford that day.
Yeah, no one's denying that Night Reign isn't just an asset flip.
I didn't know this is in the fucking game.
Oh my god, I didn't know she was here.
Oh shit, yeah, no, because of course it's like, it's a mashup, right? Yeah, because it's got Dark Souls bosses in it too.
I'm gooning right now. I'm actually gooning.
Yeah,
Many of which can
Alicia's
be
in there.
kind of
I knew
difficult
that.
sometimes.
I was there for it.
Oh no! Never escape!
And there's Alchiri, because I was there for hers as well. Not saying I was slightly jealous of friend swap happening without me being there, but I was slightly jealous.
I love him! He's gonna kill me!
Sir, it is such an honor to meet you. I have always wanted to Sekiro parry you.
Oh
So
god,
on a very basic level,
PTSD!
this game is actually 5 different games inside of a trench coat, and there is no underlying reason for any of this to exist at all. Just like there is no reason to continue being friends with this many mentally ill women.
I will have
Sorry
you
about that. I got
know,
excited.
I am not
And
mentally
yet,
ill.
just like-
I'm mentally prominent. Yeah, we're neurologically better. You say mentally challenged, I say awokened.
The experience of life itself, Night Rain will continue to throw random bullshit at you until you die a very bad, not good, extremely painful, cock-twisting, and bone-exploding death. Ah, that killed me instantly! And if you are experiencing all of this for the first time because you love watching the insane YouTuber you are siphoning money off of with your progressively obsessive reaction content with a very sexy...
Look, don't let Maxor fool you. We're not VTubers just to try and milk you. We're VTubers because we have a condition. A condition known as being aware that the audience that's watching us are easily milked of their money.
voice, and also you wish he was your boyfriend and you need to message him if that
Yes,
is the case.
mentally eccentric,
I have
thank
a
you.
plan to combine our income streams. There is no need to worry, because this game is going to be moving so breakneck fast that you are going to be having as little time to actually observe anything as anyone that has actually played it. Holy shit, there are so many particle effects in this goddamn game. Lumi, I can't even see the fucking boss right now. What are you doing?
You want to have an example as
For
to what
the
sensory
single
overload
most
is?
valuable
If
resource
you have
in
an
Night Rain is
autistic or
always going to be
ADHD friend
your
who
time,
suffers with
which, as you may know
sensory
from
overload,
experience, is a very
make them
easy
play an
resource
Elden Ring
for
game.
streamers to waste.
I made my screen zoom in so much. I don't know what I did.
This is due to the persistent influence of a continually shrinking storm that takes a great deal of navigation and precise movement to successfully...
The constantly shrinking storm, or the ring as it were, is a good representation of my diminishing sanity. Especially after how my stream today has gone. Sheesh.
evade.
I literally see on the map as you like turn around back and forth over and over again, just like, where'd I go, where'd I go?
You know what's crazy? Alicia pinned the direction to go, and she still went the opposite way. I saw you pin that.
That's my girl! That's my Alicia! I posted a collab that I did with Alicia recently, and one of the top comments explains things perfectly. Having me and Alicia in the same room is like watching a tornado of ADHD and chaos just burn through the entirety of the collective state of Manhattan.
And then I saw you turn a full 180. Watch for the ravine.
Don't
please.
fall into the
Watch for
Minecraft ravine. Stay out of the
You can't-
Minecraft
there's one
ravine.
ravine, Alicia.
So yes, while this certainly is not the first game where you have to navigate a demented and hostile world filled with demonic children, while the concept of weather slowly restricts you until you have to fight a disabled Albanian orphan for the victory royale, but this one is somehow even more schizophrenic.
Metal Gear
Each
Solid
game of Elden Ring
PTSD.
Night Rain consists of 2 days and 3 nights, with each day giving you about 15 minutes
Just
to
enough
accomplish
time
a
to remind
60-minute
people to
gauntlet
buy
before
gamer
eventually closing
subs.
in on you and forcing you to defeat whatever the developers felt like that day. Back away, back away, back away, back away, back away, back away, back away.
Nope. Real men don't back off.
No pull-out game.
All for the
Absolutely
opportunity
none.
to take on and eventually overcome one of the many Night Lords, which you really want to be ready for because the next attempt is going to take you 1/60th of an entire work week, so do not fuck this up for me.
Called commitment. You gotta make sure you're committed to the bit. If you're
Leading to
doing
the main
anything
avenue of
Elden Ring
gameplay,
related with
to
Maxor,
identify
you
a
know
location,
full well
run
that
past
you're
every
in
single
for a
enemy
wild
directly
ride.
into the boss because
Hope
he's
you
the
didn't
only one
plan,
that actually drops loot, then wonder why
hope
the
you
boss
didn't plan
is really
have a
difficult,
life
why
that
you
week.
are still level 2, and why everything in the game seems
The game, oh, like, you know, I say that week because the game that you play with Maxor may only last for a couple of hours, but the mental scarring that you deal with for the foreseeable future will last for ages. Yeah, Vivi, the collab is the last video I uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you want to see the collab with me and Alicia and a bunch of other goobers, then go and check that out if you want to.
instantly kill you.
Promotion!
Oh, Jesus Christ! I hate pages so goddamn much.
Ow!
No!
Because this game is not about if you can kill somebody, but how much time you are potentially wasting by not killing them extremely
Not even
fast.
mentioning the active
yeah,
rivalry of
fucking
teammates is designed around beating their ass.
Because yes, while you can kill a boss at lower levels, the real challenge is having the wisdom and patience to not even begin to try.
That's called self-restraint.
We're not fighting that.
Wait,
We're not fighting that.
Why? Who did?
Wait.
I want to fight it.
He's cracked.
He's cracked.
Please, let's try it
Beat his
once. Let's try
ass!
it once. Listen,
He's
listen.
The chat, so long as that health bar moves, even by the most slightest inch, that means that there's a challenge there. And that means you gotta overcome that. You gotta rise above. You gotta beat their ass. You gotta show the rest of the world that you ain't no bitch.
Listen to me.
Oh, he does so much damage.
Beat him up.
Oh my god, Saru! Also, best comment I've ever seen in my chat, ever. The real Mario Brian just said, and I quote, and I'm not paraphrasing, some of the bosses fart. IGN 10 out of 10.
So when your teammates start biting off
Epi, hi,
significantly
darling.
more than they can chew from a boss that was never meant to be killed by humans, if you need me, I'm going to be in the basement fight really quick. Nope, never mind. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You are going to have to revive them, which is primarily done by beating the shit out of your down teammates with hammers
See,
and
that's my
actually
description.
whipping them so fiercely and so intensely that they will become more afraid of your physical abuse than the enemy that they are actually supposed to be fighting. I don't like that I have to whip you guys to get you back up. The whips and chains are a vital part of
Please whip me harder. Ah!
Elden Ring's boss design, okay? And for those of us who don't have the power to beat off their friends, that is okay. Verbal abuse will also get the job done.
You see, Maxor, this was your first mistake. If you would have invited me, I would have made sure no one ever was down for more than 5 seconds, because I am professional at beating my friends. I beat my friends so good. I beat them off, I beat them up, I beat them down, I beat them around. That I'm so good at beating my friends that their meat would be nothing but a stump afterwards.
Just as well. Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up! This leads me to the point that proper communication and teamwork in Night Rain is always going to be more important than any concept of personal skill, which is something that you tend to learn really well after being tied to 2 very heavy anchors and realizing with an uncomfortable clarity that you will have to negotiate with those.
Him calling Aotaru anchor is the most poetic thing I've ever seen. Aotaru's personality, you know, could be described as everything else other than an anchor. That light-headed birdie bitch is the most, like, you know what I'm getting at here, yeah.
Anchors in order to drag them kicking and screaming to victory. Which is why when the castle happens to spawn the gigantic artillery trolls, we respectfully communicate to the VTubers that they are no longer allowed to go there at night.
This place about to blow.
And you fully know, if you're communicating with VTubers, you can't talk to them like normal people. If you're talking to VTubers, you gotta approach them slowly like they're a raptor, hold your hands out and go, easy girl, easy. Monster. Big monster danger. Kill monster. Here's 5 gifted subs. They only understand conversations that end with monetary gain.
Asshole. Making this the perfect game to play with incoherent screaming women, while simultaneously allowing you to pretend that you are better than them when you are very much not, and proceed to get infuriated when they point out that my routes always seem to end with them randomly dying because it would make very good content for my upcoming video.
I'm sorry, that was like a really hype moment. I did that for aura farming, but like I can't win actually. I've been fucking with you this whole time.
Essentially leading to a situation in which the developers have declared war on any form of skill expression that does not require a sextant and does not consist of the map being out for half of the entire playthrough.
Yeah,
Which
that
makes
makes
routing
sense.
all the more
That sounds
frustrating when
about right.
the game decides that the entirety of day 2 is going to be spent getting
The most deplorable thing they did, and they knew they were doing it, is the fact they put a scarlet rot area in. They were like, oh man, what's the thing that people hated the most from the base game of Elden Ring? Oh yeah, the obnoxious scarlet rot. Hey, why don't we have an entire area that's nothing but scarlet rot? That sounds like a great idea. And so my aneurysm started.
a completely useless ability that you absolutely do not need by running through the evil-ass radiation woods filled with massive Peruvian bullet ants and the semen shrimp. What the fuck am I writing in my script?
Shrimp.
Only to
What
discover
the
that the
fuck,
power that we
Maxor?
receive from this is identical to a bonus that I can already swap in before the game even begins. Somebody please tell the VTubers to stop going here. That's right, because as part of that aforementioned routing, Night Rain features all of its challenges on a robust pseudo-random map that seems to have a very patchy approach to the concepts of quality and balance.
Just like my videos.
All the way down to the location
Ooh,
of
bit of
churches,
self-awareness there,
dungeons,
Maxor.
or the presence of an entire night city made up of many
I
different...
gotta be honest, the whole like flying thing and the wall running might be my favorite things about Night Rain. That like verticality you can get. It's like I loved it from Sekiro. So them adding that just, I don't know, it just made everything feel a bit more quick, bombastic. Makes me hope that whatever Souls-like they make next ends up having that as well.
routes through a fantastic...
I think that's what it is, right? Night Rain, in terms of mechanics, is the best iteration of any Souls game. It's just a shame that it's all condensed into a giant cesspit of smorgasbord of stupid.
and beautifully designed dungeon complete with merchants, environmental hazards, bosses, weapon cloning, and the ability to fight Marble God, while other maps contain daring dives to the bottom of a treacherous magma chasm, where the most perilous of falls are merely moments away.
Ah, the fat guy, man.
Oh, I got gravitas.
Follow now.
You know, honestly, if I was stuck in a room with a bunch of VTubers, I too would want to find the nearest lava pit to jump into. Let me not run away from myself. Maybe.
Naturally, by the completely undesigned mountain for some reason that is comprised entirely of incidental Yeti encounters and the dragon that makes you cold.
Ah, yes, the best kind of Yeti encounter. The incidental one.
What the fuck is going on up here? Run away now. We're not killing this guy. Run away now. No. So anyways, I tried to run away from him and it didn't work out. No, wait, no, it's another one. No. Sir, a second ice dragon has hit the fucking earth tree. Turn on the TV. Not to be confused with the other dragon that makes you cold, because this one currently lacks his HVAC certification.
Well, I'd say
yeah,
that went well. That was a
I
good
didn't
team-building
see most of
exercise.
this.
All
I
for the
played 5
privilege of
times and I
reaching
saw
the
the
peak
same
and
3
claiming
bosses.
a powerful prize, which allows you to more easily defeat the dragon that you have already killed. He keeps doing that! He keeps doing it! And providing an extremely strong frost buff for my pure holy damage build, because this Night Lord is fucking immune to frost damage. But listen to me, okay? If quality was always related to being entertaining, then my entire channel would not exist. So what's actually special about Evil Ass Murder Mountain is not the obtuse layout, disappointing bosses, or even the frame rate, but the group therapy session that it required in order for us to finally bond as a family.
We just tried to climb Mount Everest, and we're just like one of the many families that like their bodies are still there, and it's just like, well, we had fun.
I am never going back to the mountains ever again, dude. Holy shit.
But it's so fun.
You're telling me you didn't enjoy our time on our family field trip?
Oh, I'm sorry it wasn't the perfect vacation for you.
Stop yelling! So if there's anything
Well, that's what you get when you sign up to playing Night Ring together. The mental scarring is the whole communal event. If one of you gets mentally scarred, then we all get mentally scarred. Yeah, we're in it together. In it to win it, baby.
that I learned from playing this with an unhealthy amount of streamers that keep forgetting what is in the game.
The circle of flame is coming.
Ooh, there's a storm?
Oh my god, it's just like Fortnite. It is that these bitches really like to go to the casino. Like, my standard way of slipping into their DMs is talking about fucking Uma Musume Pretty Derby. I really like Ketus on Black. Comment on this.
Hey, Maxor, now that you know of my existence and have acknowledged said thing, if you would like to hit me up in the DMs by talking about Umursu Demamiu horse people, do so, because I've got a very long face and I'd love to be your main. I'm sorry, I'll shut up now.
Video if you're a member of the black community. And this game, much like a casino or Uma Musume Pretty Derby, is designed specifically to fuck you over and ruin your entire run in unrelated but completely random ways, while making sure to provide you a variety of strategies to hopefully pretend that you are actually influencing the outcome. Stop blaming me for hoarding all the katanas
It
as the
is
big
inevitable.
bird, okay?
The
We just had bad
inevitability
church
of
spawns.
the inevitability isn't the inevitability of your progression. It's the inevitability of your slow
With
descent
the
into
first method of
madness.
influencing the outcome being our choice between a roster of 8 unique characters, which is the choice that massively increases the randomness of the game by significantly narrowing down our list of desired outcomes and focusing our efforts on depriving each other of our own class's desired weapons. I'm really sorry, Keith, but this bow has like a good passive. I really need that 17% less likely to be targeted. With each class having a specific weapon and ability preference that necessitates the reenactment of the tribal
so
trade
much fun,
every
though.
single time a weapon is dropped. When you open your inventory to look at it, is it yellow?
Uh-huh.
That is a legendary greatsword. I am the class that uses greatswords.
Yeah, well, I found it first, and I don't think you were going to make good use of it, so I'm just going to make it look better. Thank you very much.
Sounds like you really could use this sword then, huh?
And for the most straightforward experience, whenever there is an archer on your team, simply keep every single bow in your inventory and then claim that you need their passives in order for your build to work.
Ooh, shiny.
He is going to believe you.
Oh,
Because
you'd
this is
make
the
better
kind of
use
game
of
that
this?
doesn't like to
Yeah,
explain
but
what
it's in
stats
my
every person
inventory.
has, doesn't like to explain what stats each weapon has, doesn't like to explain what custom movesets each character has, does not explain how the magic damage of a magic greatsword scales in
Just a moment. That's a nice Dark Moon Greatsword. Mine's better. I'm just saying. You want this? You want this bad boy in your inventory? Oh, that's a shame. I'm making use of it myself. It's such a beautiful weapon. Oh, it's your main weapon? That's a shame it's in my inventory. So yeah, Maxor, that's my sword, and now it's my personal sword, and I know it'd be good for you, but if you want to reach out in my DMs and negotiate, I'm sure we can cut into some rational compromise for me to lend you my glorious Dark Moon Greatsword. I'm sure you'll find useful.
You using your level 1 weapon, Sunny? Sunny, we're going to fight Nameless King. Fortunately for the VTubers, though, most of the classes are pretty self-explanatory. Like the guy with a bow, the guy with a landmine strapped to his chest, as well as the guy with a highly disruptive rock.
What up, bird boy?
What have you done to the boss? Who, every time he summons that rock, screams like Skylar just misplaced the money he had stored and he is currently having issues locating it. And also,
That's the money he was gonna tier 3
Hawk
sub to
too.
me with.
While some other classes are either extremely difficult to execute, provide negative synergy, or are complete nightmares to actually build and play, such as in the case of this stupid little bitch, who is a faith-based summoner class.
Yeah. She may be a stupid little bitch, but typical
such as in the
typical
case
Miyazaki
of this
can't have a
stupid
sexy
little
lady
bitch.
without the feet on show. Because if Hideo Kojima and Miyazaki have 2 things in common, it's they love feet.
Who is a faith-based summoner class in a game where absolutely no melee weapons actually scale with that, because I strongly believe that this game is bullshit and spends about half of the entire—
No, Maxor. You can't say bullshit like that. If you're gonna say this is bullshit, you've got to say it like this.
This is bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me a lot.
Game waiting for her summons to actually attack the enemy. Oh my god, this motherfucker killed Sans. Go, my stupid shud son. All right, you might say. That's fine. I will simply bypass this by speccing into faith scaling incantations. What a fantastic idea. 2 problems with that though. 1, this class straight up cannot regenerate mana and is therefore in a state of perpetual drug debt with the local Merchants Guild.
We're giving our kid sister crack cocaine? I love it.
And 2, it is fucking impossible to get even a single decent talent.
I delight in the dichotomy of his crack-headed editing skills and then having the transition from Windows Movie Maker.
Drop even once, meaning the optimal playstyle on Revenant is to literally upgrade your starting weapon by going cave diving into Devil's Ass Crack, then spend the rest of the entire game rolling for a talisman by running between a series of miniature casinos, each complete with their very own Indian burial grounds, turning me into a literal beggar who will go around
Hey guys,
asking
one's
people
in
for
the chat,
spare
you wanna go
change and
gambling?
diverting the entire team's route through the map so I can continually gamble more. I really hope you didn't have anywhere that you needed to be today.
Mother, help. Mother, I will kill him.
Because God forbid if you also happen to have a recluse on your team, then first of all, you're going to instantly die to the equivalent of a small breeze because your class is made out of Delphos.
Why?
He is killing
Which?
us with the
Which
equivalent
wife?
of a light breeze! Holy shit, I was like really fucking angry in this clip for some reason. And second, gambling on the correct kind of spell staff is going to be the least of your team's worries now, because the gambling has become henceforth inescapable in all of the moment-to-moment gameplay. You see, Recluse has the power to create a wide selection of unique spells, all based on the last damage type that your team happened to inflict on the enemy that day, meaning that
You know, I think you're looking a bit too much into detail about the Recluse. Like, sure, the details are in the detail. The intrinsicness is in the detail. The devil is in the details. It doesn't really matter what you're doing with her. You're just a sexy bitch. Like, who wouldn't want to be the sexy Recluse?
if
You're
you
winning
wanted
because
to
you're
study
hard
and
to begin
utilize your
with.
14 different spell combinations in order to maximize your DPS and team buffs, that is too fucking bad, as I am already playing Duchess with a holy damage dagger, and whether you like it or not, the only spells that you can now cast will also happen to buff me. Good luck being killed by the next bee sting we come across. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be greedy as fuck.
light breeze.
Greed is good. Nope. But for those of us who prefer a playstyle that does not depend on the damage types of my 2 pet lobotomites,
Okay, nice. Stab it in the ass. Punch it in the butthole. Stabbing its ass. The fucking
That's my kind of a
now
comment.
imagine that
Stab
these
in the
two are in
butthole. Stab
charge
in
of
the
your
butthole.
spells. Well, friend, the
Because how
executor
do you
may
check
just
your
be
butthole?
exactly what you are
When
looking
people
for,
haven't checked their
and is
butthole, we
definitely
gotta make
going
sure
to be
they check
the
their
class with
butthole.
the highest likelihood of disappointing you. This is the funny parry guy.
Also, I gotta put it out there, by the way, guys. I don't want to like sound like a degenerate. The amount of fan art of this character being thick as shit is absurd. I don't know this for any particular reason, and I'm not going to take any accusations of calling me a degenerate. I just know this because I exist on the internet.
This is the funny parry guy who can completely negate the damage of, among other things, the ceiling, nuclear weapons, holes being torn through the entire universe, and basically anything, as long as you do not make even a single mistake with a parry window that lasts for 1/10 of God's own American seconds. I am deflecting the
there's so
fucking
much
spears
stuff.
that come
Oh
out of the
my
ground. Wow, you might say. That sounds like a really powerful class to play, provided, of course, that the parry stance was definitely not an objective loss of DPS, since it would be pretty crazy if the Executor scaled primarily in the status effect stat, only for his main ability to neither do any bleed nor
I'm gonna
any
go back and
poison,
check some of this shit. I
because
do not
would
remember this game
theoretically
having that
crash the
level
fuck out
scaling.
if that was hypothetically the case. Also, you can use the power
yeah,
of
you
transformation
fight
to awaken the
Artorias as well,
true
don't
alpha
you?
within yourself, which is completely dog shit at doing anything remotely useful and will constantly die to a boss that is not even targeting them.
really wants your ass. Oh.
Don't awaken the wolf with it. Holy shit, I'm gonna die. The alpha wants his mom to pick
Maxor
him up
got
from
the
school now.
dog in him.
And the VTubers get really horny around this one. Don't ask me why. My doctor
Him? Just him? You're assuming that we're not all horny to begin with.
says that I'm morbidly obese.
My alpha.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
My kitten!
Puppy boy, save me.
Stop fucking talking like that. Basically, every single character has their own extremely particular preferences, resulting in a gameplay loop that not only has us sprinting to every single enemy that can drop a Carrion Regal Scepter while I am playing as Wilder, but also requiring a great deal of communication, as it would be a very bad situation to observe that your raider, the Strength class with a unique colossal moveset, has been graciously holding all of the team's katanas, only for you to realize that the Revenant has been using a great hammer for the past 5 minutes because they do not know the scaling, plus they just forgot how to summon. Oh my...
Listen, not knowing it's a VTuber's primary power. You think that somebody who knows anything would knowingly allow themselves to become a VTuber with the stigma that comes with it? VTubers by proxy are the stupidest people in the environment because they're so unself-aware as to the world around them that they're willingly, completely, and utterly shafting themselves from any form of branding and growth as a content creator by actively becoming the cringest thing imaginable. Duh!
There's so many fucking ghosts beating the shit out of this guy. And the entire time, these two half-sentient vegetables are actively flirting with you so their streams can have slightly more content in them, because the best ways to get women to flirt with you is obviously under direct financial incentive.
You're a mama's boy, aren't you, Max? I feel like Max is scared of women.
Listen, if this is the kind of shit you would have had in your video, this is where I would have come in. Maxor, you want to give me that big old great sword, don't you? Make Makari all kinds of happy. Just saying, I'm just saying.
Is this true? Silence! He went still. still. He went still. Sorry, Max. You got into a call with 2 VTubers. It's over.
Please don't hurt me. All right, so assuming you have the correct weapons and the
Accurate response of
correct
a normie
classes who
around
actually
VTubers.
use those weapons, let's imagine for a moment that you are about to fight the Dark Drift Night Lord who is weak to lightning damage. Okay, you say, as you queue into your next game and drop into a map with no lightning camps in it, so your next run is already going to go great. Fine, then, you say as you queue once more. That was just a fluke. I'll just have to run the gauntlet again, only to realize that the past 3 times I've tried to run Dark Drift Night, the second day boss was exclusively comprised of Nameless King, the lightning boss who is extremely strong against lightning damage. And because I am so normal about this game, I decided to consult the spreadsheets only to learn that on any given default Dark Drift run, the chances of encountering Nameless King are actually 9 in fucking 20. Why is this game like this? I can tell you the answer to that question. Hating me for generating too much revenue in sales.
He's so fucking weird, dude.
Oh my
He's
God.
so, what is this?
Look, I know I keep bitching about it, but I swear to God that this game genuinely has a problem with you playing it. Like the sheer
Maxor? That's like saying water is wet. Any act of playing this game is seen as a direct insult to Miyazaki for befuddling their feet. Of course that's the way it is, because that's what all Souls-like games have been.
The prospect of actually seeing the players succeed is a fucking religious heresy. Because guess what? Just when you think that you're finally done killing that Night 2 boss, Night Rain will sometimes randomly decide that, no, you are not. Actually, fuck it. Morgott is such a generational hater that he will straight up interrupt your run whenever he damn well feels like it. Actually, fuck it again. Because that Night Lord you fought earlier who looks like a goddamn lost sperm cell has randomly decided that he is going to teleport you across the entire map. Okay, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is going on?
Are you fucking kidding me? You died me!
And also, there's going to be a spontaneous invisible bug that will steal your levels and intentionally distract you when you are eating a sandwich.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm eating my fucking god!
The literal devil is present on the map sometimes. If you approach him, he randomly selects a bunch of horrible deals that are almost never worth the asking price because, he is the devil. From the Bible, and if you fail to approach him enough, he is going to steal a permanent portion of your soul. Fuck off, Satan!
No.
Then holds your soul for a $15,000 ransom
I
in
never
the
got that
middle
deep
of
into
the
actually
Arizona
finding this
desert.
shit.
So I hope you have time for that. Oh god, I can't pay. Stim, you need to pay for my soul.
I feel like Max is like leading me out into the desert to like shoot me or something.
Stim, I may have made some really bad deals with the Soul Cartel, and I really need you to bail me out right now.
Mom, can you
Where's
bail
my
me
money,
out?
Wazowski? Where's my money?
Devil from the Bible. Fighting the devil from the Bible is not an actual option, by the way. For the sake of argument, though, let's just assume somehow, some way, you managed to get past all of that and successfully survived your unsanctioned interactions with the righteous landlord putting down his entitled rentoids, acquiring your gear.
Why was that beast so thick? Like, goddamn, it's like they knew that there was a bunch of gooners that were gonna play this. Goddamn.
Leveling, clutching the final day 2 boss by yourself 2 times in a row.
Oh my god! Let's go!
Nobody helps me around this fucking house. And finally assimilating with the strange goop. Okay, you have to become one with the goop now.
Oh my god, J-Mooch clipped me doing that Makari thing, and I swear to god, J-Mooch, if Maxor ends up seeing that, I am VIPing you for the rest of your life. Whatever you do, do not share that clip to him.
Yeah, so you gotta you gotta assimilate with the goop. It is goop assimilation day tomorrow. Then congratulations, you just beat the absolute bare minimum. And now you have earned yourself the right to ascend in purgatory and try your hand at a single attempt to fight the real challenge of Elden Ring Night Rain. Also, if you fuck this up even slightly, good luck on the 40-minute run back.
Oh, this music
These are the Night Lords, one of 8 terrifying deities from all throughout a multiverse of merciless pain who exist solely to take what you thought was a good run at maximum level with the strongest weapons in the game, and immediately humble your ass because you forgot to bring a poison weapon on a map with no poison in it, or just
oh no! That you're trying to make that come across like it's a RNG issue. More like a skillish you and not a skillish me. Just get good.
decided to make a bleed build for 40 minutes on the bleeding
What do
class
you
with
mean
the
you can't
legendary
foresee
upgraded
and read
bleeding
the
weapon,
minds of
Rivers Blood,
Miyazaki to
only
get an
arrive
idea
at
as to
the
what was
final
happening
boss
to
of the
begin with?
game. Purchase
You
your
should just
buffs,
learn.
push open his door, enter the arena, and discover for the very first time that Hayolster the Night Lord is...
Oh.
Apparently immune to bleeding. Also, he's opening a portal to the poison dimension now, with each Night Lord testing both your capability to discern information when placed inside of a tumble dryer, as well as your mastery over their own unique aspect of Elden Ring's gameplay. And in this, I really do mean mastery, as you are probably going to be forced into fighting a boss with double his health, because the VTuber you are playing with is allergic to the concept of being alive.
I don't know how to tell you this.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why I didn't get approached for this, because my POV for playing this game was floor POV. I was constantly looking at the floor because, ooh, there's a speck of dirt down here. No, you guys keep fighting. I'm just going to look at the floor here. No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm just, this floor is really interesting.
I am like, yep.
Also keep in mind that I am going to be talking about the secret hard mode versions of these bosses too, because I would quietly queue for them while the VTubers weren't looking and gleefully observed as they immediately shit themselves.
Amazing.
Oh, it's a dragon! Oh, no, it's a dragon!
Because while most VTubers are playing this game expecting the funny explosions and ice machine guns, Caligo is a Night Lord who dares to ask the question of, what if the boss makes you take a bunch of Benadryl and emerges from the ominous fog to jump scare you like fucking Slender Man?
Oh no!
I don't like it.
It's fine. Relax. We're okay.
What an absolute chaos gremlin. Like, this is what I mean. Maxor is a glorified VTuber. He may not admit to it, but oh my god.
Remember what I said earlier about teamwork and communication? That teamwork was definitely more important than personal skill? Well, I was actually lying to you when I said that. I was making things up and spreading misinformation on the internet. Personal skill is actually the most important thing in the entire
spreading
game.
misinformation?
And nowhere is this more evident than when this furry bastard splits into 3 different dogs, only for my teammates to sit around and stroke themselves while all 3 enemies exclusively attack me.
Oh, good. They're not. None of them.
Oh, so you're being the best tank you can be.
You know who they did choose?
Well, sucks to suck.
Or just fucking arguing over aggro instead of actually splitting it.
Wait, Mia, can you hold aggro? No, you hold aggro! They're going back.
There are 3 wolves inside of you, and all of them are homophobic.
Hey,
But
that
what
was the
if I
joke
told
I
you that
made.
There was a boss who
Maybe Maxor was
didn't
watching my
attack
playthrough.
the player. A boss that dares to ask the bold question of, what if there was an enemy in the game with no actual gameplay mechanics to him? A boss fight that is so passive and so peaceful that it will be putting your character to sleep whether you like it or not. Oh, sorry. I feel like taking a nap. I just feel like taking a nap. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me.
No, he just got a little Eevee.
You would probably say something along the lines of, oh god, please let me fight anything else. And honestly, at this point, I am yet to be convinced that this boss actually knows that you are trying to fight it.
Now let me know if he's coming my way.
Wow, so it's me as a boss.
He's just like fucking
blissfully
around.
unaware to everyone else's existence.
Actually, okay.
I'm just fucking with you guys. Relax. But he's gone.
Racially motivated,
Hope you had
buddy.
fun hitting him. He's gone now.
Please, God, let me squish him in a hydraulic press. But hey, at least Augur is one of those bosses that you can,
No,
use your
not the
fucking
forbidden
computer
hydraulic
on.
squash machine.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Because frankly, the mere expectation of my computer to be able to do math is understandably a little too far. As my human brain and
What do you
eyeballs
mean? You
are
don't
unable
have
to
a
process any of this
7090
anyways, so
GPU
obviously my
ready to run
4090
this
is going
shit?
to have some problems too. He lagged my PC
God, that's
again
unfortunate.
when he did that.
I have a Fulgur engineer. Whoa, my computer.
Also, Dark Drift Knight and Hailstar are here too, but they're just really fucking cool. One of them straight up rips a hole in the universe, and the other one rips a hole in his self.
Oh my god! It's transforming! It's like Sailor Moon!
Oh, god damn it, Outer! I was gonna make the joke it was a Sailor Moon transformation. Damn you!
Seriously, what the fuck is with these guys' moves? Jesus Christ, why is it like this? Okay, so maybe I have made these bosses sound pretty difficult, and to be fair, they are a little bit, but at least after fighting Dark Drift Knight for, I don't know, fucking 10 attempts or so, I can begin to recognize how the boss works and plan accordingly using my human brain. But what, pray tell, would you do if there was a boss in Night Rain who was not like that? A boss who is so unpredictable and so chaotic in his mechanics that the only logical conclusion that you will be able to draw is that we are no longer even playing Elden Ring, we are playing against a mental breakdown, and the pleasure is all.
That's what I said earlier. That is basically that entire forte. Yeah. Madness. Madness incarnate. And we all, like... This seems more like you forgetting that this is a Souls-like game, where every Souls-like game has to have that one boss that will proceed to kick your ass for countless hours. It just so happens this entire game is made up of nothing but those kind of bosses.
Mine. What can I do here? What the fuck am I supposed to do here? There's so much shit on my fucking screen. Whose fucking idea was making this shit? That's right, motherfucker is back at it again. Night Lord number 8 is the literal devil. I forget where he's from. Here once again, starting off every boss fight by offering you even more shit-ass useless deals. Except in the case of taking eventual greatness, which is significantly worse than useless, because it halves your health for an entire 2 minutes, and let me tell you right now, the devil from the undisclosed location does not need more than 2 minutes to kill you.
Well, man, when is my fucking eventual greatness gonna come?
Look at you're gonna be so caked up! What the stupid bloody Miyazaki knowing that there are gooners who play this game?
I really want to be great right now.
This boss is pretty hard. Not like in a, oh, this is so hard to dodge, I'm gonna uninstall this fucking game kind of way, but more like in a, I told my therapist about him and he decided to prescribe euthanasia kind of way. The devil from the Bible can summon attacks below you, summon attacks above you, summon attacks in front of you, which I somehow still get hit by, summons you several times in a row, summons the hammer in his hand
directly more dangerous to the enemy is you and you yourself.
And does all of this all at the same time with no restrictions. You can see how this is a problem now, right? This is Toho. Like, I'm playing Toho. What the fuck is this shit?
He's having a chance.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! No!
You know what? On second thoughts, I'm glad Maxor didn't invite me to this. Whatever little sanity I still have left in my body would have been summarily destroyed from playing this. It's actually maybe a good thing that because now I can at least hold to a testament that I didn't suffer from this pain.
That was so cinematic. No!
There is no discernible attack pattern to learn, no predictable behavior. The devil from the Bible does not have attacks, and he does not have phases. He has mood swings, and frankly, I am not actually equipped to tell you
just
what kind
like
of mood
me,
the
for real.
gigantic fucking crucifix is. But if I had to guess, I would probably say that it is referring to my imminent meeting with God.
Why are there so many summons?
What the fuck did he just do? Kill the fucking, oh my, what the fuck is this? No,
he must make you fight your own internal demons.
Why are there this many summons? So basically that's
also, right,
what
thank you for
video, and
I did see that.
I liked
thank you.
fooling around with lots of women. Please don't actually insinuate that I'm dating any of them. These bitches are too mentally ill for me. And if you somehow like this video, please consider supporting me on my Patreon.
Wait, you mean so that means there's a chance for me? So if he only invited the most mentally challenged people, but didn't invite me, does that mean that I'm not mentally challenged enough for him to be in a video with, but I am mentally challenged enough for being dating material? Golly!
I worked a gigantic amount of time on just this one project, and frankly, it is causing me to go insane. Just like the last two videos that also made me go insane. My ex-girlfriend broke up with me as soon as the Red Dead video was finished.
He hasn't learned his lesson.
More insane VTuber content to come, and I hope that all of you are having a very nice night tonight, or something. Honestly, after spending enough time with these people, I have forgotten how to read my own script.
Base. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be it. I loved this video, not because it was a good representation of VTuber discourse, but because it reminds me that I'm not the most insane person in the room. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Make sure you go subscribe to Maxor, and hopefully his next... I think I saw him make a tweet a while back saying that his next video is going to take a bit longer to make. But in that defense as well, I also know that Maxor's also dealing with some stuff himself at the moment, so don't expect a new video anytime soon, and give Maxor the time to make what he needs to, and go and send Maxor some love, because the dude needs a friggin' back rub right now. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye!